I have to be careful, but we're going to talk about these. I've seen a lot of people talk about how poorly they feel when they take a patch off, and I wanted to explain why. I don't think people know what is happening in their body when they use these, so I'm going to teach you. I'm also going to teach you how to use them correctly so that you don't feel bad, so there's no fatigue or headaches or pain or joint pain or anxiety or anything like that. And so when we put a patch on, we typically feel better within a short amount of time. And it's because we get these main 5 benefits. So we get an increase in our dopamine and our norepinephrine and our serotonin. So we get that focus and that motivation and mood boost, which is great, right? But it stimulates the acetylcholine pathways. Remember, nicotine is just binding on a receptor. It's not actively doing any type of healing. In fact, it's actually doing depletion, but we'll get there. So it stimulates this pathway. So that's where we get the mental clarity and coordination, and we're just able to accomplish things easier and better throughout our day. And then it's going to activate a specific area in the adrenals, and it's going to release adrenaline, and that is the energy boost. And here is one of the worst places that nicotine impacts and why my approach is different, because this is a fight or flight. So this the patch actually pushes us into a sympathetic state, which is why it's so important to replenish and do our nervous system regulation tools. We also get energy because of the enhancement of the mitochondria. We just get more ATP output. And so that's where we get that energetic boost that is so nice. And of course, it modulates inflammation so that it makes us feel better in our bodies. So I said here that nicotine is like stepping on the gas, but so I grew up in the entire Fast and the Furious saga. So it's more to me like that NOS button that Paul Walker pushed in the first race against Dom. That's exactly what happens in the body. The nicotine is like the push of the NOS, but the car couldn't handle it, and it started breaking down and falling apart. And by the time the end of the race, everything under the hood was fuming, things were blown, gaskets, all that jazz. And like literally the floorboard was coming out too, which I never really understood that, but I'm not really a car girl. But it cost a lot, right, of